Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassenix, and welcome to Season 74, 3 vs 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 3, Round 2. My opponent is a former guildmate of mine from way back in the day, commander of one of the best modded accounts in the game, an excellent player, and I really haven't seen him in years, so I'm just delighted to see him again. It's D-Rack, no equal. It's going to be a fun one. Good morning, everybody. Cosley, Musras, JJ, Ganroth, Darth Salea, good to see you guys. Not Herbert finally, yeah. I mean, variety's the spice of life. Now, I did lose that last round versus Sasha, so almost assuredly I would not be seeing Herbert. But yes, variety is appreciated. All right, you guys know the drill. What do you guys think I'm due today, prediction-wise? How about we open it up to one or less, two or more? How about that? How about that? Leave a little bit of wiggle room for you, boy. All right. Let's see here. Got it. There. All right. So yes, all that said about my dear friend Drac, it is really going to be a pleasure to fight this guy again. He is nevertheless saddled with the burden of being in the degenerate TW cheating guild Caw Patrol, a guild for whom no advantage is too ill-gotten to seize and, apply in territory war, and then lose anyway. So, love you, Drac. Fuck you, Caw. Moving on. Rank 10 fighting rank 16, my 16.7 million GP to his 16.3. Top 80 GP, my 3.25 million to his 3.22. Zetas, we both have 431. JC Omicrons, we both have 88. Top 80 average speed, my 168 to his 171. The man's got me. You think I'm scoring a 2085, JJ? We'll see. Yeah, Cosley, you got no points. Yeah, sorry about that, man. And I do my best. Sometimes it doesn't pan out. Mod analysis, plus 25 speeds, my 321 to his 525. 20 to 24 speeds, my 631 to his 965. Plus 20 speeds, my 952 to his 1490. Plus 4% offense secondaries, my 304 to his 223. Plus 6% offense secondaries, my 115 to his 74. Defense secondaries, my 183, level 9 defense secondaries, 183 to his 83, very nice. And plus 14% defense secondaries, my 59 to his 6. So he's got me handily on speed. Everywhere else, I'm competitive. Hey, Sheepdog, good to see you. Man, a lot of patrons in the chat this morning. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing out. Hopefully you guys are starting to be on break now. My last working day was Thursday, so I'll be around. I'll be around. All right. Let's see here. Relic analysis. Total levels. My 2661 to his 2551. Relic 10 characters. We both have 6. Relic 9s. My 195 to his 122. Relic 8s. My 95 to his 128. Datacron analysis. Total rerolls. My 2371 to his 1348. Yes, we got all the free stuff back. Yes, I did spend the better part of 3 hours yesterday morning spam clicking until I made a reasonably close enough to perfect set. It'll be all right. I think we'll be okay in terms of having crowns of this set. The reason I'm still feeling pretty deflated overall, though, is that I can't believe that they made this change mid-life, like in the life of the Cron. Like it isn't like 2 days old, or it wasn't just about to come out in the whale store in the next couple of days. It's been live playing in the game since the end of the last week of 5 vs 5, and then the first 2 weeks of this season. Really just leaves a terrible taste in my mouth that they would do this, because it just derails everything you think you know going into this last week. All right, Paratran, good to see you. Yeah, we gotta get maybe some Helldivers after stream. I'm feeling the Helldivers mood. I also want to make some other content here while I'm off. Gotta catch up on stuff. All right, so yeah, my 2371 total rerolls to his 1348. Level 9 Datacrons, I have 63 to his 54. Level 3s, I have 3, he has 3. Sorry, levels 6 to 8, I have 3, he has 3. And then levels 3 to 5, we both have 0. How about some Darktide instead? I'm not familiar with Darktide at all. I mean, I don't even know that I've heard of it up until this moment. All right, as far as GLs go, he's got it fast with a, this is a really strong spec, 240k plus, 537, 12.6. A pretty strong spec, I like it. Unusually slim slacker at only 135,000, but very, very fast. Fast JMK. Wow, fast C as well, 510. Relic 10 Leia. Dig that. He's got 1,000 more health than my Leia at Relic 10. Man, I'm going to be just about 200,000 when I take her to Relic 10 one day. She's not my next one, but she'll get done eventually. 575, really fast Ahsoka. I wonder why the higher emphasis on protection. And then a 620 speed. God, what is that? He gets 3%, right? So yeah, subtracting off the slacker bonus, you'd have to be 609 on your slacker to be faster than this guy. You ain't gonna be fast. No. Warhammer 40k horde shooter, Left 4 Dead 2 style. That's probably not the sales pitch you think it is, because Left 4 Dead is zombie game. All zombie games, like, unless it's Call of Duty Zombies, which is so old and so tried and true that I will boot it up and play it with friends. I really just have no appetite for zombie anything, and I'm not thinking that's what you're meaning to say. So when I think of Left 4 Dead 2, I'm thinking zombies. Yeah, 620 on Pirate King is nuts. That is definitely the fastest one I've seen to date. Kimmy, good afternoon, Tass, and good luck. I appreciate it. All right, as far as his Balin goes, yeah, 361, very, very fast. I like it. 380 cap. Monstrous stuff here. Wow, I'm glad his Ezra's only 380. Interesting. You see this? He has an incredible amount of defense baked into this. 380 speed at almost 83% armor. Compare that to my 68. I've got 5,000 more health. But that's it. He is considerably more durable. Really great mods there. I like that. This is... I do not know. We'll find out, we may find out today if Leia Drogan R2 has any type of difficulty with that. Yeah, we'll have to learn together. All right. Is Dre 347? Okay. Good stuff, man. All right, and we both have Relic 10 DR, nothing too crazy there. Let's take a look at his Omega Bot report. All right, D-Rack is often liking to attack early, so we'll see. He's probably made some progress. Yamash, I thought that was protection and not armor. No, buddy, that was his defense, my friend. Yeah, we'll probably have the opportunity to inspect it in game. All right. So anyways, as far as speed comparison goes, yeah, look at that. Now, you're used to seeing my graph be the tall one in here. You really have to have something special to have this kind of gap on me. But there it is. We both have all the GAC Omicrons. Nothing interesting to see there. Now, as far as his match history, I want to say that to date, he's had only legitimate opponents. So this is a real treat because this data is real as far as squad banner efficiency goes. He is generally getting his 57s, 56, 55, 54 after that respectively. He's generally getting these with greater frequency than his opponents are. And he's had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops all season long. Over 6 rounds, just 8 drops. Okay. All right, defense he's been setting this season. Now, you see how these bars are not of equal height. This means he's rotating teams. And not only that, but this breakup of the color pattern in these bars tells you that he's moving individual teams across different zones. I like that. it's tougher to scout, but I appreciate the high effort. All right, he's setting Kelleran, Lord Vader, Jedi Master Mace, Pirate King Hondo, Jabba, Crew, Ahsoka with Ezra, Enoch, Boba, Fugitive Omega, Finn, Traya, Rey Swolo. Hold on just a sec. Mrs. T came in. All right, back on this. So yeah, Kelleran, Lord Vader, Jedi Master Mace, Pirate King Hondo, Jabba, and Crew. Pretty reliable to see. Ahsoka with Ezra, Enoch, Boba, Fugitive Omega, and Finn. Then Traya, Rey Swolo, Tarkin, Reva Starkiller, Seer Starkiller Malicos, and a whole bunch of odds and ends as the case may demand. On defense, Malevolence, Executrix, and Home 1, preferring to keep triple meta for himself on offense. All right, defenses by zone. If we had to predict the bottom 5 teams, bottom front, we'd say what? Jabba, Lord Vader, Ahsoka with Ezra, Hondo, Rey, something like that. Just heard a chime over on the Twitch side. Hey, Sake Geo, just subscribed for 5 months with Prime. Really appreciate you, man. You're my Swugga idol. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. All right. Let's see here. Offense-wise, he's using Slacker, Great Mothers, BKM. Really? Interesting. Leia, Balin, JMK Cat, Gungans, Bane, Malgus, Maz, Saw, Queen, and then less frequently, stuff like C-Watt, JKR, Reva, Sith Eternal, JML, Seer Malicos, Afra, and such. Fleet-wise, Executor, Leviathan, Profundity, all successful, all the time. No difficulty whatsoever. Okay, where are we at with the prediction? Okay, you guys finished up reasonably divided. 56% of points wagered went 1 or less, 44% went 2 or more. Now, pop open the board. So, the good news is we taxed him. The bad news is, surely some of this tax is shit that D-Rack has been using successfully for the last 2 weeks that no longer works the same way because they changed the Datacron meta in a live season. So, as comforting as it is to see a score of 2004, I have no assurance that the things that I plan on doing are going to work, so long as they depend on an attacker chrono. Excited? Humbled? We'll see. Let's talk about the banners. Bottom front, we got PrimeBot reporting. Okay, so his first attack was actually here on Pirate King Hondo and Quiggled, where he killed OG Hondo and then cleaned it up. So that was 1 banner for the Hondo kill, and then what? 36. So full marks otherwise. It's probably Seer Malicos to clean. Ahsoka, Ezra with Poe. I know Fatal had set this a couple weeks. I had not set it yet this season, so surprise. 57 banners. Rey Swolo Cal, 57 banners. JMN Depa Temple Guard, 57. And Saw Luthen Kyle. He had to withdraw on the first attempt. This, if my hopes are realized, was an attempt using Bane. It is unlikely for that to work right now. We were all spoiled with that, what was it? Merocron from the previous expired Datacron set. Yeah, we did not know how good we had it, clearly. Anyway, clean that up for, what was it? A 34 after that, so it would have been a 54 on the first one. All right. Tassenix, hate-fueled, says the gamer. Hey, good to see you, man. Not bitter on that Datacron change at all. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have feelings. You know, I have feelings about this. Asake says
very strong ones.
Yeah. Asake says next season's going to be the season that's talked about for years to come. I guess, man. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. I don't know that my feelings about Grand Arena will be normalized until set 25 is expired. This is just going to be a cloud, I fear, hanging over me for some time. I don't see Twitch/YouTube. Oh yeah, good call, man. There's the chat. Got that on screen. Thanks, Zoltar. Depressed Womp says, task, pray they don't alter it further. I mean, that's the funny thing, is it's like, here I am, going in to plan my Grand Arena round again. Hopefully all this shit works the way that I expect it to by the time I go to use these teams on attack. All right. In the back here, against Treya, a 58, Sith Eternal solo. Ahsoka probably should have been just Ellen in there. Yeah, I could have done the Rex Nihilist thing. Ideas for next time. Afro BT1 000 with an attacker cron. What was that? 57 against Great Mothers. Morgan Spirit attacker cron. 54 against Trench. Where you at, buddy? Yeah, I think that was another 57. What it wasn't was a 59. We'll take that. Enoch Night Trooper DTP was a 56. Topside against Boba Dengar Zam, 59. There's your Malgus solo, obligatory. Rex Crex 5. 56 against Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, Wrecker, Support Cron. 54 BKM Bam Grogu. He had to withdraw on twice against this, went back in on the third attempt and got a 25, so it would have been a 55 with whatever it was. So wow, very exceptional performance from BKM today. And then just a little something fun that I think I've seen in Sokka's previous history. Gas, Arc, and Echo with an attacker cron. I believe I have turn meter and armor penetration on there. And yeah, what was that? Pretty sure he supered that one. Yeah, 58. So 58 with Sith Eternal here, 58 with Jabba. He does not have Jabba. Almost certain of that now. Very good stuff. Hype Train just started. Oh, guys, thank you. Man, I never get to... I'm not hearing that kick off. And Womprat's already got a solution cooked up for me. I just got to get it plugged in and get that running. But, yeah. Really appreciate that, guys. I guess I missed what... Missed the 200 biddies from Feathers? What else did I miss? Regardless, guys, thank you for kicking off a Hype Train. Really appreciate that. This time I managed to notice it before the end. All right. As far as fleet goes, so him saving triple against my Leviathan, he scored a 72. So the mirror gone okay. You know, you're usually getting between 71 and 74. If all goes very well, you can get a 75. I've done it before, but yeah, 72 will do. Executrix. This is interesting because almost certainly he would have used Executor here, and I did some deep diving about Executrix compositions that can offer the greatest banner stripping potential. You guys will recall the Bomber Gauntlet Palpatine starting that was pretty much a staple a couple seasons ago, and that's with your Scythe and Iden ship reinforcing. So if they're kind of unawares of how to fight it, and they don't know that they pretty much have to, like brap out Palpatine immediately. Like if you go after the tank, you'll probably stall out, which is what I did the very first time I did that. But as long as you're aware of that, it's pretty much a 74 for Executor. Like it's pretty good odds on it being a very successful attempt. I see that with the TIE Interceptor, this will come out and usually strip a couple banners. So I saw this composition that's somewhere existing in between the two main comps. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance. 70 banners. That's a long way from 74. All right, and then of course, Home 1, he got his 77. Yeah, it was very important to me that I made sure that Leviathan went to Leviathan and Executor went to Executrix. So I toyed around with the idea of lifting this up and setting that weird Radis composition I mentioned to you guys. A viewer showed that to me. And it could potentially be a real pain in the ass for Profundity. But yeah, went against it. Badger Clark just raided in with 2 viewers. Welcome, Clark. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Womprat just raided in with 13 viewers. Hey, man. You guys are arriving at a good time. We're just wrapping up the review of my defense. It's a hype train already. The action hasn't even started. So the mojo is with us. You know, the spirit is with us. That's right. You want to see the mall hate fuel kit? Yeah, man. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all? All right. The hype train just wrapped up. Thank you guys so much for that support. And yes, thank you for the double raid, gentlemen. All right, let's talk about D-Rack's defense. Top side, he's got Keller and Jocasta Temple Guard with an Attacker Cron, Afra BT1 and HK47 with the HK Focus Datacron. Haven't seen this one yet. Hey. All right, Pirate King, SM33 and Silvo with the Silvo Cron. What's up, big girl? Oh, I see. You want something from Mom. All right, Crew Dre and Lobster. And then Dooku GGB2. I'm pretty sure that's Wampa food, if I had to guess. All right, bottom side. Ahsoka, Exile Ezra, and Huyang with a support. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Ahsoka. Ray Swallow Cal with the Attacker Cron, JMM Depa Ayla with an Attacker Cron, BKM Bam Grogu of his own with Turn Meter Attacker Cron, Turnabout's Fair Play, and then the Jawa that I very much expected was not on defense is in fact there. So, what are we talking about? JML isn't going to get a 58 against either of those teams, so it wasn't JML. One of those is surely Sith Eternal. Oh, Lord Vader. Lord Vader might have been the other. Okay. We'll find an appropriate usage. All right, as far as what we're going to do first. Dust this one off. EP Starkiller. Seer Malicos. Cal, Seer Malicos Starkiller. These have a lesser win rate than EP Starkiller. Now, the dependency is probably that you need to have Starkiller faster than Mara Jade, which I still do. We are in business. $345 Mara Jade, $346 Starkiller. Empire, good morning, Tass. Best of luck to you. Appreciate it, man. Just about to get a move on here. For penetration. What's the one that I really want to use for whatchamacallit? Oh, that's... We could use this one. Which one? Yeah, I mean, I'd be crazy not to save the higher health for use with Slacker. So this will do. This is very large. Hopefully it's enough. What's the game plan? Keep shock on Cal. Really want to DI these two pretty quickly. I think that's what we're going to go for. And we'll see how this one is. Entire planet goes out ahead. Now dig that. The TMR. See, we Starkiller got TMR'd. It's the turn meter at level 3 on this Kron. I was aware of that. Now what? Surely we have to stun him. But I need more debuffs to go out. Just this. Shock, shock, shock. You have CI. We can't sit here forever. That's something we cannot do. She's almost taken herself under, and she will soon. Whirlwind on EP. Shock. I feel like if I don't stun here, I can't really allow Cal to do shit. Cal doing stuff is not cool. Do this. That's kind of good. DI is not great, but at least you have shock on. I can live with that. The dream, the absolute dream, would be to have all 3 of these in DI, and now you go do your thing. And dance. Okay. Stay on target. Have the ship. We'll be ready. Patience. Patience. Okay. That part's okay. One of these out. Ooh, that's not good. Good at all, in fact. Okay. I'd say ship it. Finish the job. All the gold. First time doing that this season. Okay. Jabba is probably gonna get JMK. This Afra thing, I have seen results suggesting that Lord Vader is actually a reasonable solution. I'm going to see where that takes me. Attacker, what is it that we need? Probably the greatest armor penetration. Yeah, now this is meaty. Yeah. Armor penetration is great for Lord Vader and Oppo. Crit damage is fine. Health is welcome. Thank you, Lady Geek. Beautiful recovery. Yeah, you know, little palm sweaty action for sure. For sure, it wasn't that bad of a fight. But the start with getting Starkiller TMR'd off rip and our turn meter was out of phase. Not ideal. Not ideal. All right, next one. Judiciously. I think this can be evaded. Can't be evaded, so I'm gonna get this. This spell, you haven't really gotten the big suite of buffs yet. What to do with you? Okay, I appreciate you, dog. This will call somebody to assist. I don't want it wasted. Oh yeah, but it called CX2, so now we hit the wrong. Popper this one if you would, kindly. if you would kindly. I'm trying to get you to the part where you keel over and are dead. Keel over, please. Stop evading me. Okay.
This is funny.
Sorry?
This is fun, watching this.
Good. Good.
I like it. Yeah. This is, I like it. Let's see how this goes for the stuff.
Oh, I'm sure that now that the sides are done, this is time's on my side. With that much armor penetration, surely we won't lose out. Also, this isn't a tank. This is a support.
Oh, this isn't? Oh, okay. Much better then. Because tank, I would still be a bit wary, because she heals a bit too much.
I mean, it surely will need to pop off the second ult or something if it was a tank cron, but with max underestimated and all that, we're going to be fine.
Oh, yeah. It's, it just wouldn't be like a 3-minute battle, it would be like 4.5 maybe.
Maybe. Your mileage may vary depending on your armor penetration.
Yes, fair. This also looks to be like a 2-minute battle, so good for you. Bye.
That's enough out of you. Yeah, I don't think Tankron would have made it, buddy. I mean, the trick, the stunt would have been, if it was Tankron, to have timed the killing blow from Lord Vader during his Ashes of the Republic. That would be the key.
Fair.
Okay, looks like we have a set of ads coming in about a minute, so I'll wait on doing another fight. I mean, I guess you guys aren't going to miss much if I just blitz through JMK or Jabba here. I wonder, what are you dealing with? Damage, penetration. I wonder if this is worth attempting. Marin, just to try. We've got some room drop-wise, and life would be easier with JMK. We still got a whole mess of stuff to use, but I am curious. Tenacity? What do we got? Speed up is not ideal. Turn meter, not ideal. Tenacity, health, no good. Tenacity, some small amount of health. The rest of this is acceptable. Yeah, offense. Yeah, the rest of this could be made to work. What do you guys think? Rex B says, Lord Vader off defense on GLAT Ezra duty sounds good to me, especially for full banners. I will say that if you were willing to commit OG Hondo to your Maz composition, there wasn't a version of Lord Vader that was beating mine. With the previous, buffed up level 6 attacker, over 400% armor penetration, still Maz would get it done. So now post level 6 attacker nerf, surely Maz is just going to march. The question is how much could you get away with? How, it would be great if you didn't need Hondo to be reliable in the future. That would be my take. The gamer says, after the new release characters, we need a new Omicron ranking. Yours are the most accurate. I appreciate that. I got a lot of flack on the last one. A lot of folks saying, I don't know what these icons are. And it's like, I used a free tool to put together the recommendations. And yeah, it doesn't clearly label everything. That's true. But that's what the video's for, man. You get an infographic and you get a video explaining it. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, we'll wait on this one since this is going to be a different fight. We'll see if I can't pull off what Fatal does. And see if I can't get some extra banners back at the end. What is this going to do to me? Out of curiosity, what does that look like? It's the support crumb. While we're all here. $53, yeah? pretty damn good. You can make it happen. Run, support run, whatever. More or less whatever. Yeah. I think we got something here. All right, guys. We're back from ads. Let's give this a swing. Haven't done this one in a minute. Thank you, Shake. That's the wrong one. Hit the other one. God damn it. Just basic. You're cordially invited to hit the other fucking... Okay. I want to say... To avoid the targeting, I'm pretty sure I've seen Fatal go like so. Can't say that hurts my feelings much. No!
Yeah, I don't know what you think about, but... Can I say that was completely useless?
It's incredible to me that neither of them managed. I was about to say that neither one had managed to die up until this point. Okay, let's do this. Old song and dance.
Give some advice in
Use Marin's stealth, it gives TM, then Asajj. Hey, yeah, that is what I ended up kind of stumbling into. Good to see you, Fatal. I think this is our moment where we... I think I'm going to do it here. You were supposed to kind of fall over. Now stop that. Really cannot insist enough on the importance of the fucking stop that. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fine. One more? Okay.
GG's.
Alright, now the question is, Fatal, I see you since you're in the chat. What's the advice to stunt at the end? You know, get super high, you know, have him red health, I'm assuming. Use the middle with Marin and, I don't know, stuff? I'm guessing a subsequent basic revives your last one. Not so fancy as to have the relic 10. There. Today the 9 will do, though. I was mildly concerned. I forget what's giving him the stealth right now from the Datacron, but it doesn't look like it's anything worth worrying about. On our side. He said, he waited. Getting close to the mark here. Hmm. 52 will do. I tried to hit off the auto and I missed. It'll have to do. Okay, big ups. Now we have JMK freed up. Been a while. Always a pleasure. And something I haven't been able to afford to do in some time, because when you're fighting the likes of Herbert, 52 is not the name of the game. Okay, so this one was a 57 with Lord Vader. May Stepa Ayla. I want to say that's Reva. Goodness, I could need Reva for. thing that I'm worried about. If he has JMK back there, it's not with Ezra. Could be okay. Sake says, could you imagine being a Night Sister in this fight? Was lore accurate? Like trying to listen to someone through experiencing your death 300 times. I'd be like, yeah, hard pass, you can live. I mean, the real cringe is being in a public place, being in an airport with sound on in your game, and then running this counter. Just running out of your phone for like 4 minutes. Armor penetration, probably.
Could be worse.
That one is for who? Legitimately, whose is that? Wow. That would have been balling for Lord Vader. What did I use? I used one with like the highest armor penetration, I guess. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, that's been corrected, but is not currently corrected. Max. Oh, I guess it's going to be this one. Who else need... Hold on, let's equip this and see. Who else am I thinking? Bane could make excellent use of that Kron somewhere, but I think C and Bane do get to be used separately today, if I had to guess. Yeah. Balin definitely could make use of it. DRZ doesn't need that kind of help. Sir Malicos can. Monster. How good is the competitive Kron? Arm penetration, health, and crit damage. I'm disinclined to go light against it, man. Which sucks, because this is a brawny Kron. Alright, let's have some assurance and go after it. What was the last? You have to use Ugnaught with his Kron. He deserves some love. Yeah, if I needed a support Kron, maybe. Alright, Depa? Name of the game is just Destroy Depa?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just assume that that is the case. Wait, stop that. Stop it. We missed the boat. In a matter of speaking. That's right. Yeah, you didn't hit full health. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, I'll tell you this much.
Yes.
I am glad that I didn't go with a lighter duty Kron. I'll say that. We'll take the submit on that. Interesting. So the right move was definitely torture. Are they immunized from ability block as a faction?
It's a dispel.
Ah.
It's a passive dispel.
There it is. Makes sense. There goes the prediction. No, it's one or less. It's one or less. All right. The BKM, Be Great Mothered. I don't know. Not exactly sure. Anyway. Night Sisters. Yeah, I definitely feel better. Oh, that's right. I'll have to do something else? Okay. What was I doing last week? I guess... Yeah, Great Mothers is on D. That's fine. What am I going to do with you? It's like Mulgar ISC type of thing, I wonder. I don't recall that they punish attacks out of turn, so maybe? R, ISC, offense, set 24, dark side. Something close to this. Offense, all this. This bulk actually is, it's a pretty nice package. All right. It will have turn meter. It will be preloaded. Bad things could happen. We will rely on our tanks to some extent. She could stun us, yes. Is tenacity maybe the angle to consider? Yup, tenacity. Your post is interesting, actually. Alright, let's give this a go.
Why repost?
Well, most importantly, it's about the tenacity here.
Yeah, fair.
Post is kind of cool in the sense that you're already back attacking them, like you're already counterattacking them. Now we can counterattack under protection. This was the thought.
Sure.
Now we will use Maul. Stop that. I really must insist that you don't do any of that. Stop that! God. How many turns in a row can you fucking get?
Yeah, this seems to be going well.
So far, so good, lads. You know, you can counterattack. You're supposed to counterattack.
They really don't count. Actually.
See, if only you would have. Nah. He ain't never gonna do nothing.
Yes.
That
If they would just hit non-him characters, it would be easier.
Well, it made no difference. That had nothing to do with this fight because of the way that the preload went. Alright, so we'll still submit that because he just had his main special down. Alright, so there's the prediction busted.
See, folks, this is why you don't believe in death. Just accept the fact that you always bet against it.
So since we're already at this point, I wonder if I do a Jedi Vanguard just to try. It's pretty good. We'll run it. Alright. You're gonna counterattack. I need a mass assist from you. See, why couldn't we have had that the last time, ladies and gentlemen? It didn't have to be this way. I know what you're thinking. It's really great that she has tenacity down and resists the stun. I personally also find this balanced and fair.
Yes.
Now, if we're lucky, she'll just completely destroy the whole team. Yeah, I was about to say. Alright, and that's how you use 3 teams to defeat a Jedi Master Mace. Let that be a lesson here. JML, maybe? What is Maz gonna be good against? 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's no Lord Vader back there. Do I have a tab for BK? Or do not? So if nothing else, we can use our JMK there to have an easy way through. Well, maybe not easy. Sort on the cron. What do we got up here? Freya. Freya's on defense, so that's not really an issue. 54 banners with JML, so it's up to me if I want to keep the JMK. Yeah. 100%. How did you do this? Turn meter. Hey, that's probably me. Nope, it isn't. But he had the same idea. JML will make work. High protection. This one. 20% turn meter to the weakest is... I have no idea. Let's all find out together. Okay, it's you. So, we go like a this.
No. No, no.
Ooh, this would be a good time to do this so that she can't rotate. She's otherwise fixing to slap the shit out of me. Rotate over to you. You can get rid of his buffs. Rather just kill her before she gets a chance to be dangerous. Suits me. That's 30. Close enough for police work. Although...
I will cheat.
You would what?
Just give him.
Yeah. I hope it'll give me the 57. Let's see. It did. Alright. Let's mark about the Riva drop. So 0 plus. No, 1 plus. One drop. Opened with GI AoE. Should have used Torture on Depa instead. Probably the takeaway. 1 plus 0 plus 22, I want to say. That was Maul plus El Jocasta Ayla. That's what got it done. All right, so through the front wall. Had some drops, but we're generally up. Fascinating. Fascinating. That is really interesting. That is really interesting what he did with that 58 then. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and try the pirates then. I get my wish, don't I? Kicks SM73, I guess. Yeah. Take the their pirate crop. The other good one. There it is. All right, good chunk of added protection on that as well. Striker, what did you miss? Well, we just cleared the bottom front wall. Here, I'll read you the war report on that. So against this Ahsoka, Ezra with Hu Yang, and a support Kron. Lord Vader, Oppo, CX2, 57 banners. Against Rey Swallow Cow, EP, Mara Jade, Starkiller. A little lucky because it was a turn meter Rey, and Ben Solo chose to TMR my Starkiller, So Star Killer was not ahead of Mara Jade, but we still got it done, 56. May Stepa Ayla. I kind of bungled it with Riva. I should have opened with Torture because the ability block is immediately dispelled from the team, and that was bad. Also, you get buff immunity, which kind of blunts the benefits of you doing Torture. So, yeah, would have recommended that. Went back in with Maul. So we killed, who was it? We killed Depa. So it was still Jedi Master Mason Ayla. Went back in with Maul Gar ISC. The preload caused them to kill Maul before he got a turn, so that's always neat. And then that failed. And then Keller and Jocasta Ayla cleaned that up. And against his BKM Bam Grogu, that was JML, Jedi Cal, and JKL for 57. Against his Jabba, we decided to go with Mother Talzin, Marin Asajj, 52. That's how we saved ourselves a JMK. Yes, OG Hondo is better for this counter while he has his Kron. Certainly, yes, but you weren't here earlier when I reviewed my defense. We did get a hold with Pirate King. Pirate King had OG Hondo on it. It is the only time this season that I haven't had OG Hondo available for my Maz counter, so I concede that it is better with Hondo. We'll just have to try. What can I say? Oh yeah, I've heard about this with the Scorch. Target enemies cooldowns by 1. I don't think that's particularly meaningful, but the Dispel would be probably really good, right? The thing is, I don't want to kill you, but I do want. You are open. Damn it. A fucking second out of phase. Now I have to re-rotate. What's his name? How about it, Maz? What can you do for me here? I need a little more than that. I'm gonna need a little more than that. Torch is making life hard for me. Dispel. Fucking killing me here. Okay, so if we do this, it's not going to really call him to this. You already have the healing in you. Let's go ahead and run this. Finish him. All right, boys, we got a job to do. Find him, kill him quickly. SM33, do the job. I meant with more vigor than that, actually, friend. All the same to you. Ah, alright, it's fine. Stop hitting me. 52. Had him the whole time. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a damned liar. Megatron, good to see you. Thanks for the hydrate. I think we can agree SM33, reasonably important there. The Scorch is an interesting twist. Not insurmountable, though. Hicks feels still pretty good to have in there. Alright, so he's got his own gas back there. Oh. Hicks SMP. Okay. Alright, his own Maz team. Maz, Hondo, Quiggled. Gas, Arc Echo. Rex, GK, Nihilus. Staff talent. Right. High armor penetration. Dangerous stuff. Alright. So that's still probably Java solo. Being honest. Rex GK Nihilus. What have I been doing? Yeah, Sith Eternal. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. What kind of funky stuff can we give a go to? Is this exceptionally high potency? Some. The danger would come from how much is on you. 285% detected. And what are you? Nothing to be considered. So what then do we do for Wampa? Tenacity? Scorch would mess with OG Hondo locking down Oppo. OTM on start and taunting. Yeah. Yeah, I'd heard tell of this. I had heard tell. Tenacity, potency, and this is health. This is a ton of actually really good stats. Usually you are seeking this cron to go with Malgus. I think this is pretty good. What are we looking at? Need to be above 285. Yeah, we'll be there. So this fits. Let's have it then. And just in time for another ad set coming in a few minutes, so just as well. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no. How did this happen? You can't do this to me. No. Wow. What is that about?
Are you just blown out of your mind?
Sorry?
Why did you think that was gonna work?
Why would I think it wouldn't work? Why would you think that...
Riposte being real is a thing, Chief.
What does riposte having... The only... Riposte doesn't mean anything unless you're hitting them. Like, you know,
yes.
Unless I'm hitting him and triggering his counterattack, riposte isn't a factor. So, and we didn't take a single turn because we got stunned. So the question is, why do we get stunned?
That's... what?
No, this...
Look at the Quran.
I did, already.
Oh, is it not potency there? Then I don't know.
There is potency, but I literally did the math. I did the math, and we had...
Oh, okay.
We had... So basically, he has 185% potency, right? I had 188% tenacity. You see?
Sure, yeah.
And then he'd have plus 100% on his specials, but I also have plus 100% at battle start. So... just unlucky, I guess? I don't know. All right. This one we already know how we're going to handle it. Dre Hux, I want to say. Or sorry, Dre Crew. This one's okay. Where's the FOS? This is the good one. All right. And it looks like we just came back from ads. Okay. I'll take a quick break right after this fight then. So we did attempt Wampa versus Dooku, BG, and B2, and we lost. I think it's just unlucky because we had more tenacity than he had potency, and we nevertheless got stunned. It's not General Grievous lead, so there's no ramping potency. There's no other mechanic that I can think of. You don't get tenacity down from any of these guys. So I don't know. I think it's just got unlucky. Generic unlucky. Alright. Let's see what happens. Meets expectations, honestly. You prick. Hmm. You don't want to take 5 turns maybe before Slacker gets. By all means, take more turns. Love it. Wouldn't change a thing. If we put you under, only one eligible target, but I also don't want great die, so use the brakes. Up. Hey, knock that shit right off. Good. You didn't have to do that. You could have gone after Dre and you didn't, and I recognize and appreciate you. Just incredible. Okay. We removed enough mastery. It's back under. Fine. You die now. You die next. Looking good. I think we do this because the basic might actually kill, and I'd like to get another light. Lightning? Yes? Okay, that should be it. Close to full banners as we'll see. 57. Love it. Alright. So that one worked. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Don't really understand why Wampa failed there. If we have more tenacity than they do potency, there's no... Not only should I have resisted it, but I also had the other passive 15% resist chance to boot. I don't have to think about that one. Alright, this one's likely Gungans. That's something for you. How are we looking drop wise? What do we have? So we have 1 3-shot. There's a 2-shot. He has 3-shot. So we're even on that respect. So right there we're evened up. Wait a minute. No, we had another drop here. Yeah, we also had. So we're still up 1 drop. And then no drops here, and then some banners bled on. Okay, so just gotta be cool. This is a good one. 18% chance of resisting, I believe, with Wampa. What do you mean? What do you mean 18% chance? So if his potency is 185 and mine's 188, where do we get our numbers? Earlier this season, you expeditiously took out, what's it? We took out a Dooku GG B1, Dooku GG Stap. I think I've also fought as well. Wampa food in both cases, so I don't really see B2 being a factor here, do you? Oh yes, of course. Not all of you. Turn. %18 chance of resisting? Bullshit. There's a tenacity down clause when an enemy falls below 100% health. If that was procced, that would have definitely been. That's it. That's it. So the answer to Dooku was probably defense. There. Defense would be the best thing. Good. We got C, we got Bane. We do have solution. Yeah, let's review that here since we're all talking about it. The reason. Yeah. They inflict tenacity down and healing immunity on themselves. And all seps gain 10% off. Without defense to prevent us from losing our protection. That would be it. Our counterattacks would not trigger his counterattacks, so that wouldn't have screwed us. It might have been bad for us, though, if Daze doesn't land. He gets to dispel the Daze pretty easily, though, so... That is something to think about. That's fair. All right. Let's see about mapping the rest of this. Gas Arc Echo. I don't know. Maybe that's C Solo. The Rex GK Nihilus. Keller, and we could definitely the Empire thing, right? We've done Tarkin a couple times now. Tarkin, Scorch. Crit damage, I would imagine. Crit damage, armor penetration. Armor penetration is ultimate firepower. Already, Seer Malicos is not yet used, so that is fair. Oh yeah, we should be in pretty good shape. All right, do a little research here now. The Afra, I don't think I need to look up. Out of curiosity, I haven't fought Maz this season. Nice choice with Quiggle. I do think that is strong. It is Pyrocron, yeah. Yep. Good. Yeah. We got a lot of shit here. All right. So, we do have Leia. Haven't had to use that yet, so we got it. Rex Nihilus, we can come to a conclusion on pretty quickly. No Olmies, right? No, didn't think so. Maul. Oh boy. Mabuki. Yeah, Jabba. That was a good one. No Balin there, I think. So maybe JMK there. Let's have Treya. We're thinking about Jabba. That count. Okay, Bane, Seer Malicos. All legitimate. Malicos Star Killer, that's an interesting thought. Malgus. Okay. Gas Arc Echo. I want to say it's turn meter, right? No, it's bulk. Interesting. What do you got? The really see solo. Yeah, see solo. Not doing so hot. Okay, yeah. Okay. The C solo not looking super hot there. That is interesting. What was the Rex thing? Did I not just have that open? Yeah, C will get that done. So we'll use C there. Game K maybe goes on gas. I'm not sure yet. Arkin, and then still I have something extra. Afra. I think the Afra can be... defeated by Seer? Yeah, Gungans. Bane. Bane might be a really good call there. So Bane Sass here. Arkin D. Forge. Keller and Jocasta Temple Guard. Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to get seized, and I don't want it to be my man, so we'll wait. Right. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. The Dooku thing. What was that supposed to be? B2, GG. Not a lot of these seen. Dash, Sith Eternal, Bane. Interesting choices. The Dash is kind of cool. Balin is not used. Echoes. Something turn meter related can get out ahead. Do I have a tab open for else? Nope. Turn meter attacker. Hey, Quig, good to see you, man. I'm so conflicted on who to root for here. I respect that, man. D-Rac's a great player. I can't begrudge you supporting a great player. Balin for 53, 100%. Yeah, that's not necessarily the best. Folks getting kidnapped is not what we're about out here. If Seer Malicos Cal will get it done, because you figure it's Cal, or it's Malicos who's getting kidnapped. It can't be good. Sure. How fast, G? C69. Pretty fast. You'll do third. We have some shit like immunity to healing immunity. Wait a minute. Isn't Malgus just a good natural fit for this? We'll take Malgus Malik DR because we know that we don't need DRZ. Go health. This is the biggest and baddest one we got. All right. Second try is the charm. You will dispel. Up. Better than nothing, fear. It is possible to just jam him out right there. But we will. Save the lightning storm. We'll need it. He can't gain turn meter while shocked. This is the heal we're looking for. Don't need the stun. Really do need some kind of taunt though, guys. Yeah, not really helping me out with that. Alright, so at least we can do this now, and if we're lucky, we might be able to recover that banner. We'll see. Put him down. Chill. Have to wait a bit. Still have healing immunity. So I think that means we missed the boat. 56 will have to do. Well, you know, would have been fit. All right, let's see here. I guess this works. Tarkin DCT Scorch. I remember this working, but I also remember wishing that I'd had Bulk level 3. Really tempting to run with one of these really nice buffs up level 3s. But let's see if we can't hold on to our dudes. True Owns People in the chat says, hey Tass, how's the GAC going? It's competitive. I would say competitive. You're curious how the TW looks like with the new Datacron crap? I mean, Max Crons versus Max Crons. This story coming to you for the next 3 months. Who am I facing in TW? Have to let you know. It'd be better if you didn't. It'd be way better if you didn't. I can't target you, so that is what it is, but can I get you under stealth? Good call. Shields up. Patience. That is turn 2. Alright, our man is free. Days? No days. Transformation coming soon from what's her name? Tarkin and DCT are both special damage dealers. I want to say Ultimate Firepower is in particular. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was physical. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking about the... I misremember this as being physical damage.
It used to be the swap that just when they did the update.
That's probably bad. Not as bad as it could have been, being honest. What to do? Drop the hammer. See where we're at. Yep. Fine. Just keep the fight moving. I think we'll be alright. Just need to get taunt back up ASAP. Doesn't look like ASAP is coming soon to theaters. Tactical supremacy. Fine. Shields. Nothing to dispel the shield. Up with it. Firepower Part 2. Love it. Love that, like, 0 potency, likely, on that Temple Guard. Love seeing value come out. Okay, that's fine. Almost getting there. Come on. Literally, how do you keep on fucking healing? How do I get you to stop it? Ideally, you would be dead, but you're not doing the dead thing properly. Being fully honest with you. Incredible. Incredible shit. Just love seeing this. Yeah. It's a lack of good damage, actually. Yay! You died. Alright, we have 10 years now to kill this one. Hmm? 56 will do. All right. This one. How does this work? Understood. Armor penetration. E. This could be a good time for a cron such as this. Photo player redeemed to hydrate. I'll take that. True Owens People says, does max crons for Slacker and DS Ray allow it to beat any team in TW? I don't know. Really? Really? Piss off. Thank you. All right, top is clear. Let's have a quick look at fleet. See what we're dealing with. All right, home one. Undity. Composition. Do the triple. Yes, he looks like he has a very similar composition. Actually, the very same one. Wow, very nice. Like my old man used to say, great minds think like me. Malevolence. Very good. We'll get Negotiator, I guess. All right. Well, this one, nothing really changes about this one. This needs to be triple attacker with... You take the whole thing. I don't know. Let's look at it real quick. He does have Palpa from. It is Palpa. It's definitely these three. Does he have three? Yeah, he does. Okay, talk to me about this one. 100%, 73, 100%, 70. Going triple is better. Doesn't look like you need to go with two. We just take the one and run. All right, we'll pick up with this fight here in a minute. I'm going to take a quick break here since I haven't done one so far. Appreciate you all tuning in, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. All right, we're back. So I'm thinking also bring Boba. In case I get unlucky. Wow, 75? Really? Wow. All right. Maybe we'll just give it a go with Houndstooth then. People are doing it with just 3 ships, and surely 4 should be enough. He said famous last words.
Four is better. Yes.
Objective 1. Kill the shuttle. Kill the other non-tank ship. Okay. That one has to go. Okay. You have to go. Yep, it's a good one. And I can see how somebody might get this. Who's next? Maybe the best thing is heal. Probably the single highest banner thing I could do. That was probably the right choice, and that's how people get a 75 there. Wow, we got 75. Good call. Not bringing in the 1 reinforcement. Not calling it in, I mean. That is big up. Right? Now, Malevolence. Been a minute since I fought Triple Geo. I want to say your generic Counterworks Negotiator. Talk to me, friends. Banners. Home one, yeah, for fun. This one. Hey, 75.1. Okay, that'll do, pig. That was 5s up front? It was. Just blow? It is. Yes, that's right. True owns people. I didn't even use the one. I didn't even use Houndstooth. So I guess it could have been even a 76. But you know, it feels kind of reckless to do it without it. We did that fight. I suspect, like on paper, we did it perfectly because our AOE that was meant to focus and kill down the TIE Interceptor also killed Vader, and then it was, you know, another couple of attacks to take out the tank. So on the turn where we could have brought in Houndstooth, I instead did the heal on Xanadu. Xanadu was under full health, so we picked up 2 banners just doing that. Yeah, definitely. I definitely don't feel punished taking in 1 reinforcement. I agree. If anything goes wrong, you're just completely up a creek. All right, let's see what happens here. My suspicion is that if we do not stealth Anakin just gets stunned. I've had this happen before. Let's see if I'm on this. Of all the people to hit, I wouldn't hit you if I could. Probably you. You're going to call an assist, which is annoying. And not as annoying as the stun. All you... Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got a basic here. This is the droid we were looking for. Mass assist on Spy. Spy gets nothing. We do this. Now the task is kill both of these. We'll do the AoE here. That's right. Basic. I don't think even bringing in Plo will restore the missing banner, so it is what it is. Nevertheless, we will call you in. Push up. Push up. How much turn meter? 40%? That's enough to bridge the gap. We'll be over you. Ah. It's unfortunate. Maybe a basic from Plo would have actually killed. We will never know. Doing really well on fleet banners right now. Alright. What is this that he's setting? Is this in his history? What is the meaning of that? I guess that's meant to be tough or something. Here's your round 2. What did good old Barator? What did Barator do? Barator didn't see fleet is what Barator did. This guy didn't either. Well, that's not particularly useful to me, fellas. Nevertheless, I think that this is not as tough as other compositions we have faced. That is my suspicion. However, we're doing so well on banners, I'd hate to be caught off guard. So I'm not going to risk it. I am going to take the one ship. We'll settle for one banner less, I think. Is that really an issue? Oh, I see what's meant to happen. You're just meant to get fucked up getting juggled between Ghost and Phantom 2. Phantom 2 is meant to just be an auxiliary tank, then you have 2 attackers come in. Alright, well, we're definitely way up on banners for fleet, so I'm going to take the one extra. So far. So good. Hit it. You. How about you? I guess you. Sounds almost even useful today. A Ghost is a serious hitter. Hey, you can't be doing that now. What is the point of having fun? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the need to bring in the reinforcements, so I won't. Why expose us to risk of banner loss for any reason? Take down Phantom 2. It is possible to two-man this. Yeah. I feel like if I was in a riskier position, something worth considering, but we're doing so well on fleet banners that I'm loath to fuck it up. Definitely did not need that reinforcement. We're full now. $76 it is. Okay, 75, 75, 76 is quite the job. Has he got a what comparatively? $77, $70, and $72. Yeah. Tough to feel bad about that. All right, let us proceed. Let's have Talentreya. I have Talentreya. These all 9s, out of curiosity? No, but they are all 8s. So we'll give them the benefit of that. All filtered on. Do you have your Omis filtered on? You do. Okay. Yeah, Sith Eternal. Interesting. So why am I not seeing Jabba represented? Too much damage?
You did it last round, so it worked.
I did.
Also, I did see Soto today. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
I won, but it was, I think, like I won with something left, like
Believe
5
it.
HP, and I had like a 60% health round to go with it, plus some defense and shit.
Level. Grogan R2, Javacron. Go. Can't do that. Captive. Hopefully that doesn't mean... Okay, well at least you can be stealth. I don't take that. Not ideal. Health part 2, this would be something. Lungs. Sure. It's fine. We're perilously close to Drogon doing stuff. Could be an exciting time. An exciting time. Bed never taking a turn again. Kill Hondo? Probably. Alternatively, don't kill Hondo. Yeah. That's something that not enough people appreciate is the subtle art of not killing Hondo. Hey, leave Brittany alone. Hey. Gonna go ahead and need you not do that. Yeah, that's good. Hi. Good. Looking for that ultimate, boys. Yep. Works for me. Maybe. Yeah, now this... what do I have in the way of defense to offer you? Because I will say, I wasn't wild about last time. Yeah, maybe this will work. Use, I don't know, something else with Sith Eternal. What were people doing when they were doing solos here? Took something just from bulk one. A 58 though, either way. Fine. So what's the move? The move would be Link GK, Link Rex, then relink Nihilus and GK and delete? Or Nihilus and Rex and delete?
Myers and GK.
1 minute of time is
GK
probably
will most
just
likely be
linking...
taunted.
Sorry?
GK will most likely be taunted by the bot. So
Yeah, so
after-
we link GK and probably Nihilus and just take the money and run. That's what I'm guessing. Alright, yes, the sad thing. Yeah. Nobody is doing that. Interesting. We learned from last fight that basically keeping her blinded is really nice. It's also nice to land that third occasionally on her to make sure that she has as few buffs as possible. See, her having frenzy and all this shit, she doesn't need to have that. So we'll just stick to the script here. Okay. That shit hurts. That's what I'm saying. Oh, we're halfway there. May not be intuitive, but trust me when I say it's a big deal.
I just want you to know how attacks are unavoidable.
It is a big deal to eat her first when you can. Man. Give it. Man. Truly scary stuff. Alright. We'll eat Savage next, finish up on Trey.
By the way, that's, I just want you to know, all that lines you were landing, you know, Freya exists. And that's all I have to say for that.
The what? Yeah,
all the blind
getting cleansed.
land.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody else too basic, and you would rather just basic anyway for the sake of the old.
But, it helps if you land blind on her. I just want you to know. It's not.
Yeah.
It do anything.
It's true. That is fair. Doesn't matter who you basic.
Aside from that.
Doesn't matter who you third, though.
Yes, that I do agree. That is pretty nice. The rest time she takes the better for all of us.
Good stuff. The Java stunt, 59.
It is not possible to two-man this with Java. You will most likely have percent and die. You do that shit.
I'm sorry?
No, somebody else would, if it's better to two-man.
I think that was I think that was in reference to the
Oh, never mind.
Fleet. That was to the fleet battle some time ago.
Sorry, my brain is asleep.
Well, you sound like you're half asleep because you're mumbling. You are mumbling.
Yes, it's 10 right now. Best of luck, I believe.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like we can do it the way I'd prefer to do it. So, relink later?
GTA being a disappointment, as always.
Hmm. Got a relink. It would be cool. It is real. You think? Health down. Heal. Ow, how dare you? How could you do this? That's what works. Yay.
That was very nice.
And I guess JMK and Cat only? Hacker Crons? Yeah. Do I have something like that? Thank you, Vexatron. Just raiding in with a party of 12. You're getting here just towards the end of my stream. We're going into the last fight. Should be an overkill. How did it go for you over there? I have a light side attacker. Out of curiosity. Doesn't look. Oh, there's one. Ooh, wow. Good one, too. Oh my god. Yeah, we didn't have to drop the fights we dropped because I realized I still have Queen. Good. This is not bulk, so we should just be able to smite. Move on with life, I think. But welcome. Yes, how did it go, Vex? Let's hear all about it. Having a blast from the past match up against a former guildmate from way back in the day, an excellent player. It's D-Rack, if you don't know about him. He is somebody I haven't fought in a while. All right, and we finish with a 2025 2004 GG Drac. Real pleasure seeing you again. Hopefully I see you again in the very near future. Glad to see you up in the ranks again, man. Really, it's good to see you, man. GG. Ray Rock says, good after Saturday afternoon, Tass. Vex is in a rush to get to a Christmas party. He's leading on both accounts, though. Okay. Glad to hear that. And, sorry, Shake, what were you about to say?
GG, congrats on the win.
For sure. Yeah. Here, let me message him quick. All right. Tell him GG, man. Well played. Looking forward to seeing you again next season. All right, guys, let's go ahead and review how this went. So I did cover how he cleared my entire board at the start of the match. If you missed that, go back to the start of the VOD, and you'll have that in the first few minutes. As far as attacks go, let's talk about it. Bottom front, against Ahsoka, Ezra, Huyang, we used Lord Vader Oppo CX2 for 57. Manhandled it. Was not close. Against, this was a fun one. Rey, Swallow, Cal, with an attacker crown, but it's also 25% turn meter. So, EP Mara Jade Starkiller is what I chose, but at battle start, Ben Solo used the TMR on Starkiller and threw off our turn order. So I was a little concerned about how that would go. We ended up controlling the fight just right. Got it down 56 banners in the end. Against Jedi Master Mace, Depa, and Ayla. Went in with Reva, Grand Inquisitor, Seventh Sister, and valuable lesson here. You're often thinking to open with the AoE from Grand Inquisitor because it's basically an unresistible ability block for the entire team. Good start. And then you can torture after that. However, if you do that against JMM, everybody's going to get cleansed, nobody's going to be ability blocked, and then your guys are going to have buff immunity inflicted on you, and that's completely independent from the Datacron. That's just part of his kit. So then when your Grand Inquisitor gets his next turn and you go to torture somebody, you can land the torture, just you and your buddies don't get any buffs for your trouble. So wouldn't recommend the experience. That being said, we killed Depa, and then I decided to run back up in there with Malgar ISC. And yeah, Maul just got destroyed by the turn meter. So we never got to take a turn. That went nowhere. And then went in with Kel, Jocasta, and Ayla for the cleanup. Still think I lost somebody, actually. It's kind of annoying. 22 banners, total of 23 for that attack. BKM, Bam, Grogu went in with JML, Jedi Cal, JKL, 57 banners. Against Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch. Because I felt that I could risk it here, I went with Mother Talzin, Mare, and Asajj and got my 52. All right, in the back against his Savage, Treya and Talon went in with Jabba Solo, 59 banners. Took the Eidenkron, so I had some health and defense on my side. Against Rex, GK, Nihilus went in with Sith Eternal Solo, 58 banners. Against Lord Vader, Oppo, and Scorch. So it was pointed out in the chat that this is pretty hostile to Maz with OG Hondo, because then your Hondo doesn't get to lock down Oppo. Like, you don't have Lightning Raid under Maz, so you don't get to just ignore Taunt for free. So it could be a critical letdown. I think that it was pretty significant, in fact, that we didn't have Hondo and that instead we had SM33. Because I did Maz, Kix, SM33. And we did lose Kix. Kix fortunately took the majority of the focus. He died twice, served his purpose. And SM33 putting that buff immunity down on Scorch did create the soonest available window for us to use SM33's middle, a basic from Maz, and that took out Lord Vader. We were able to basically 2 versus 2 the rest of the fight out for 52 banners. So a little scary there. Against Gas, Arc Echo, that was JMK Cat, 2-man for 58. Against Maz, Hondo, and Quiggold, we went in with Leia Drogon R2, 57. Topside, against Kelleran, Jocasta, Temple Guard. Took a little time, and Shake kindly reminded me that the abilities damage type had been changed. I was thinking about getting the most out of ultimate firepower by taking armor penetration from set 24 with bulk. I did want bulk because I remember I lost, I want to say DCT the last time I did this. So we got the armor penetration only to remember that, or be reminded that ultimate firepower is now special damage. So both he and DCT are special damage dealers. So strictly speaking, should have gone with crit damage as the damage stat. That being said, fight just took longer because we didn't have something really boosting our offense. And yeah, in the end, 56 banners. Whatever. Afro BT1 HK was Bane Sass for 55. Against Pirate King Hondo, SM33 and Silvo. Slacker Crew Dre. Really beautiful, 57. Against Crew Dre and Red, we went with Gungans, Nas, Jar Jar Tarples, 57 banners. And against Dooku, GGB2. Interesting. On a couple other occasions this season, I have used Wampa successfully against Dooku variant compositions. This one, the issue here, I'd have to check the Kron. I don't recall if the Kron had an especially high amount of crit damage or something on it, but what ended up happening was Dooku hit hard enough early that he did his stealth, then he did his lightning, and taking off my protection, even just doing one health damage, forced me to tenacity down and healing immunity myself from Dooku lead. So yeah, Wampa got annihilated. First time that's happened. Would not recommend it. And it was we avenged ourselves using Malgus, Malik, and DR for 36 banners. So it would have been a 56. Lesson learned. Here in Fleet, yeah, we carried the day on this. So, our opponent scored, what was it? 72, 70, and 77. Whereas we scored against Profundity, against his home one, we did Profundity for 76, so 1 banner less than him. But then Executrix was 75, and Malevolence was also 75. So using Executor and Negotiator respectively. Picked up a few banners there. Very nice. Ray Rock, this is a cool hat. Glad you like it, man. I got it from Disney a couple weeks ago. If you go on the Star Tours ride, it's at the end of that ride. I'm sure it's sold a couple other places around Disney. But I think that's the only spot in the Star Wars area of Hollywood Studios. So, that brings us around full circle. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so kindly for the raids, the hype train earlier in the show. Let's get ready to raid you guys out. We've already done the payout, right? Well, here, let's do all the regular, outro stuff. First, if you're not on my Discord, you want to be part of a very active Grand Arena focused community, Come check it out. We also play a bunch of other games, so if you're interested, check the roles. There's other games you can have access to the channels for. That's really your call. Of course, if you're watching me live, then you know I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. I also simulcast from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. There's a whole bunch of swag-related content over there. Oh, shit. What day is today? Did I put out Plotting and Scheming on Spotify? Yes? Did I interest you in working? Oh no, we didn't. Nobody yelled at me about it. What day is today? Today's Saturday. Nobody still yelled at me about it. Haha, no one knows. Right, definitely gonna get that done right now. Okay, while that is uploading, we'll make sure that that's getting up onto Spotify. So yeah, in addition to all my past, Grand Arena videos stored in perpetuity over there on YouTube, we've also got other interesting Swugger-related content like the GAC Omicron tier list, Datacron set guides for our currently active sets 24 and 25, the How-To Mod Guide series about building up your mod collection from scratch, mod guides on individual characters and factions that you've asked about. And of course, it's a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena Focus podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal, wherein we break down how we dealt with the combat in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. And we'll tell you about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defenses that we saw, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else that's worth sharing with you. That show is native to Spotify, and I'm definitely not panicking, rushing to upload it right now as we speak, and I think that's important to be honest about. But if you do catch it on Spotify, it also gets repeated back out to YouTube. However, if you check the description for the channel, for the podcast, any of it, you'll find a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program and follow Plotting and Scheming that way. Let's see, 74, 3 vs 3, week 2. Yeah. Here's my video for that. That's not the video either. Man, I gotta go up in here. There it is. Is this even... Oh my god. I am just the worst. Okay, publish, schedule, just publish now. Public, publish, boom. Plotting and Scheming for week 2 is now live on YouTube. Professionalism, by the way. I think professionalism is key in all things. Is this the right slide? Nope. There it is. Season number 74, episode 3. Next. Now. And as soon as the preview is done generating, it'll be live on Spotify or before the end of time. All right. And of course, anything that you enjoy over there on the YouTube, please hit like, hit subscribe to the channel to see more. Really appreciate that support. Likewise, if you would, follow on Twitch. Best way to support the channel. And yeah, the channel is still growing thanks to your support. Really appreciate that. Of course, if you want to go above and beyond to support the channel, there are a few ways to do so. I do have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. I do have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. Hats off, Megatron. Thank you for tuning in and watching yet another Grand Arena fight, Megatron. It's always a pleasure to have your viewership. Appreciate you. All right. The PayPal's Tassenix@gmail.com. And if you're interested in getting some enhanced scouting power for your own Grand Arena matches, early access to my content, including plotting and scheming, and a few other benefits besides, you may be interested in checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Tass House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show that is coming out to our general audiences, Friday morning at 8 a.m. when I actually remember to set it up. Now that I'm on vacation time, I actually need to remember the days of the week, apparently. But yes, it is generally coming out Fridays at 8 a.m. to everybody. Patrons, however, get it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we record, giving you that early edge going into the first round of the week. In addition, I will occasionally make patron-exclusive videos, and you'll have that at least a month ahead of the general public. But thing that I think patrons really like is that there is a dedicated text and voice chat where I am usually lurking, so pop on in. Let's talk shop. Say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Banja, Boba Isa, Deadpool Kyle 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Johnny B. Ottawa, Jobin 4527, Miasmal, Moose Ross, Raise Malvis, Sam Vimes, Sheepdog 47, Squed, Stark Strategy Gamer, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's a tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs that give you an easily digested sense of what your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies are. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of the report with links that you can click that take you right back into Swugga.gg or Insight with data pre-filtered, just helping you further minimize your scout. Alternatively, you might spring for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster using the powerful automation feature. If you're not familiar with that, but you already do have Hot Utils Patreon, I do a video on YouTube teaching you how to get the most out of that feature, so check that out. But yeah, no wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, with the Hot Utils stuff, you can also, slice hundreds of mods in seconds, help out your guild and TW, whole bunch of functions tucked into that. So it's all good. Regardless, thank you so much to Aussie Mike, Darth Salea, Calidus Invictus, Esh Sotnikan, JJ's Dad, Frickfrack Pattywhack, Ganroth, I Am Arj, Mr. Tony, Shake23501, Stinkle Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, Supermark, Couple Fingers, and Zoltre. VIP Access Premium is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So, Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils, all in one price. Going out and getting those bots anywhere else costs the same as this triple bundle. So, that's why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in all of Swugga. Thank you so much to Argots, Bjorn, Big Ninja, Depressed Wampa, Darth Link, General Milan, Huitzi, Ibenek, Johnny B. Ottawa, Kev, Mini GK. I just realized I have Johnny B. Ottawa in here twice. Yeah, he upgraded. I gotta fix that. Kev, Mini GK, Pills, Quig, Rawling, Saldag, Sir Boss, Sophis, Sprizzle, The Lost Womprat, Wilco, and Bane. And at the top of the list in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman pops into stream from time to time and just goes unexpectedly crazy, dropping hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies. He's crushed hype trains pretty much by himself time and time again, setting records. Incredibly generous supporter of the years. Thank you so much, man. To Pills, who walks ever so closely behind in the footsteps of Nomad's Reaper. He has also made a habit, especially as of late, popping into streams right near the end, and again, just dropping 10 subs here, 100 subs there. You never know what you can expect, but it's always appreciated, and thank you so much for that generosity. Special thanks first goes up to the Lost Womprat. In addition to being a patron, he's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty, helping me out behind the scenes, improving my OBS setup, getting my Stream Deck optimized, and also hopefully, helping work out a couple more bugs that I'm dealing with. But yes, always appreciate you, Womp. Thank you. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. Despite the pressures of work and family, you guys still make it out every week, and I really appreciate it because I learn from you every episode. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally mutual, but it's not about us. It is about the viewers that tune into our show. It is very rare that a day goes by that I don't get some type of note of thanks about, something that we were talking about, help somebody win their match. And that's why we're here. So thank you guys for making the show what it is. Appreciate the hell out of you, and I wouldn't change a thing. Let's head back on over to the main scene and make ready to raid. Yeah, Megatron, Cosley, thanks for the stream. My pleasure. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, despite being pretty down about the future of Gran Torino overall, I really couldn't do a disservice to an opponent as skilled and as rare to see as D-Rack. So I am very happy that I played this one out, for sure. I was originally thinking about how much I'd be playing this week, Anyway, I'm glad I shook it off. Yes, you're welcome, Swugga Player. My pleasure, really. Glad you guys enjoyed. All right, let's get ready to send you on out the door here on YouTube. Who's live? Nobody's live, so I think we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a Troopers on Break stream's coming up soon for you guys, but if this is where we part, you two people, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. All right. Up over here on Twitch side. Oh, wow. Fatal's live? Well, surely we can go pay it forward to our fellow Plotting and Scheming co-hosts and Gambit podcast co-hosts. Starting up the raid for Fatal. Thank you all, again, so much for tuning in. And again, GG to D-Rack. I look forward to seeing you again real soon, man. Fun times. We'll fight with crazy crons and just going to be what it is. I'll let you guys know on Discord what the plan is for round 3. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Real awesome. Take care.